we're going with Operation Seat Repair here. Repairing the front seat, doing some other maintenance. That sheet metal screws through the plate there. Setting it up where we can put some anchors down through there. Those bolts are a little long, but well, they're going to be under there when I'm done with it, so no big deal. Yeah, I'm sure this is not the proper way and tools to go about this, but most of my major tools are at my daughter's house, 38 miles away. Some would travel that. I'm not. Not and hit Columbus rush hour traffic and fight it and do this. So we're just doing what we want to do. Okay, everybody. There's a lot that we didn't cover on video. Too busy, too many hands. Yeah, I could have mounted it, but it's just too much going on. So we got the butterfly anchors in place. It's solid as can be. Just a top swivel. We looked at putting the pedestal on. I think it's 7 or 8 inch pedestal. That was too high once you got the seat in place. Now the problem is getting the seat attached. Of course, you got 4 bolt holes there, and what I had was Phillips head bolts. So sent out for hex head. That way I can get them started. Get a wrench under there, a ratchet wrench, tighten them down, and still be able to snug everything up if it works loose in the future. But we really hope that the butterfly anchors will hold that. And as you've seen before, there was nothing but just sheet metal screws down through the bench, which wasn't a whole lot. So we'll see where this goes and see what happens. This may or may not be a lot of fun. Let's see if I can get a shot in there. All right, I replaced them. They was Phillips heads there. Replace them with bolt heads. Use a ratchet wrench, easier to maintain in the future. We're anchored with butterfly anchors. Lubed up the bearing a little bit, easier to spin. So let's see what this does. There's been a little bit of blood spilled here today. A lot of aggravation. But it's a boat. You're going to get that. Someone tell me something. In those seat mounts there, are there nuts up in there, or is that just a plastic space that you thread up into? Wondering about the tightness. They're good and snug, but I just wonder if there's nuts up in there, in that seat where the bolts mount. Quick shot back out. Got some dirt out of that seam down there. Just still some, but it'll blow out. Seat mounted. Feels good. Still needs washed terribly. We have this, our bilge pump. Still got a little water floating around in there, and that's okay. Lube that seat. Need a gallon of gas before we go out. Top back off next time. Never thought it should have been charging the battery while it's sitting here. But we are good to go. There it is, boat maintenance. Pretty happy with that, and like I said, if anybody knows if those got nuts up in there that those seat bolts fasten to, let me know. Just for the sake of knowing, it's already mounted and it's pretty snug. But I could mount it, I could snug it up even more, knowing there's bolts in there. So make sure everything's good here. Remounted the oar, the paddle, whatever you want to call this, double-sided tape. One other thing, I've had a leak around one spot of this cap. Cleaned it up, trying something. I know get a new cap, but that's the second one that's actually not fit right. So I took some thread tape, some of that Teflon tape, just around that outer lip there and made a gasket. We'll see how that holds up. I don't know if it's in my hub or the caps, got a defect or something that leaks, but we made a gasket. Now this is kind of poor man's mid-season, late season way to fix things. And okay, we'll be out in a few days seeing how all this works.